So I wanted to show you guys the very first thing that I saw of Bradley Will Simpson when I first saw him, and I don't know the actual day that I did, but it was October 2011, and this video that I'm putting on Twitter right now, I'm hoping, is the first video that I ever saw of Brad. Let me put the hashtag on. Right, here we go. I hope this is, if this isn't the right thing now, then I am really sorry. Let me just check on my phone to make sure that this is right. Where is it? So this video, hopefully, should be of Brad. Yeah. So this is Brad singing Ed Sheeran's song Logo House. I remember seeing this video and firstly thinking, God, he's so young. But I remember thinking he was just incredibly talented, and I'd been looking for so long to find someone like this, and it was just incredible finding him. I was thinking, like, God, this kid's like, he's so good, and yeah, from that moment I realized that there was something special with Brad. You know, he sounded like he was in the Kooks, and I love the Kooks, but he looked as if he was in year 7. And I saw that he skateboarded, and I saw that he liked playing Call of Duty, and I saw he liked playing FIFA, and that's like what I do. And I thought, awesome. So I was thinking, okay, that's cool. I wonder if he writes his own songs, because I was writing songs, and I wanted to be in a band that wrote songs, you know, like, that's important. We're a band. We sing about what's real to us, not stuff that is made by people that don't know us, you know. So I saw this video, and this song was the video. This song, sorry, was the song that made me realize that Brad was the guy that I wanted to make a band with and hopefully spend the rest of my life working with. This song is a song that he wrote called Loaded Gun. And when I first heard that song, he was like 16 at this point. And, you know, he was writing songs that, like this song, when I heard it, I was like, wow, that's so mature for him. And that's incredible. Like, I can write songs with lyrics like him, and amazing. So I saw that song, Loaded Gun. And from that point, I realized that, yeah, he was the guy that I needed to meet. So I dropped him a message, and he didn't reply for weeks. And I was like, oh, damn, I think I found this guy, but he's not gonna reply to me. What do I do? I don't know. But he did eventually. And even from that very first message, right to this point now, Brad is useless at replying. But he did reply, and I'm very grateful that Brad replied, because if it wasn't for Brad, then I wouldn't be here now, and I'd probably still be playing things in pubs. So thank you very much, Brad. So that song I thought was awesome. So I'm just going to do the Vamp story, I guess. Maybe if you guys are interested. I know you've heard it thousands of times, but I hope that I'll be able to shed some kind of more information on it. So I found Brad doing that video. I saw these 2 videos. I thought it was amazing. Dropped him a message, and he was up for it. It's awesome. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen that message that I first sent him. It's very sort of clinical. It's not very friendly. But I wanted to try and make him think, oh yes, I should do this because this guy sounds important. I was a bit of a dick like that, but no, he's I'm so glad he did reply. So we wanted to meet up and write songs, but the problem was that he lives in Birmingham, and I still live in Dorset, and that's 3.5 hours on a train. So, you know, I was like 17 and he was just 16, at the time, so we had to start getting trains to each other's houses on the weekends after school. So I was in sixth form, and I sometimes would have a free period last lesson, so I'd just get straight on a train, and then I'd meet Brad as soon as he'd finished school at like, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and from that Friday evening right until Sunday evening, we'd just write songs, song after song after song, and play FIFA, and I don't know, like swim and go to the sauna and just like get to know each other. And we were so lucky that we clicked from day one, because that's kind of fundamental for us. You know, we clicked instantly on a writing level, and that's great. So we started writing together every weekend, every time that we were with each other, and you know, we just got to know each other so well, and you know, our manager really liked Brad, and that's great. So we started doing kind of, yeah, just songs. We wrote I don't know, maybe like 6 songs in the first month, and then everything was going hopefully well for us. But then I saw a video that would change everything, and this video is this one that I'm going to tweet right now. And this video is little Tristan Evans bashing drums pretty hard, wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I saw this video probably Christmas time, I'd say. So I met Brad in October. I'd say about Christmas time, I saw this video. And as soon as I saw that video, I saw, oh, this video is from 2 years ago. So this means that this kid's probably about our age. And I was like, okay, I've got to like, well, take it back 1 second. I saw that video. The reason I saw that video is because this guy, Tristan, added me on Facebook. I used to be obsessed with Facebook, okay? I don't use it anymore, really. I've got it, but it's just like, it's gone. So Tris added me on Facebook. We had like a few mutual friends, but I'd never met him. He lived 2 hours from me, I don't know. So he added me, and his profile picture at the time was him playing drums. And I was like, okay. So as soon as I saw that, I went on YouTube, typed in his name, saw that. So I was blown away by this video because this kid was like 16. He looked younger than 16, but he was like 16, and he was incredible. So then I accepted him on Facebook, started speaking to him, and I saw this picture of him. I'll tweet this picture. Sorry, Tristan, if you don't like this picture. I think you look great. Is it going to fit? I saw this picture of Tristan. And funnily enough, that picture made me realise that I wanted this kid to play drums for our band. I don't know if this picture's going to work, but that's the picture that I saw. And it's just been amazing to like, I needed him from day one to be. For the moment I saw that video, I knew that was the guy. You know, our managers were saying, "Oh, you don't need anyone yet. It's only you and Brad because you don't even know what you are yet." And we sort of said that to ourselves. But then when I saw this guy, I was like, "Come on, this guy's the best drummer I've ever seen in my life." And look at him, he's beautiful. So Tristan was in the band 3 weeks later, and then the 3 of us, and we. You know, that was it, and it was really bizarre because normally, like, I guess you'd get like a bass player before, because, you know, drums, you just don't. I would have gone for a bassist before a drummer, but the truth is we weren't looking, and I guess the truth is we've been very lucky. Like, when I found Brad, like, you know, I was just half-heartedly like trawling through YouTube. I wanted to find someone, but it just happened, and that's the same with Tristan. So there we go. So that's Tristan. That was Tristan in the band, but we didn't have a name. We didn't know what was going on. And then we were very lucky to be approached by a couple of record labels, which sounds ridiculous because we had no songs. Well, we had songs, but we didn't have like we didn't have songs like Can We Dance or Wild Heart or anything like that. We had a song called Rough Night, and a song called You and Me, and a song called She Was the One, and a song called Move My Way. We had those 4 songs, and we were going into these record label meetings acoustically, just playing these 4 songs, and luckily we got offered a few deals, and we signed one with Mercury Records at the time. They're now Virgin EMI. So that's kind of like, in my opinion, like that's really important to us as a band. But I guess you guys don't really care about record deals and stuff. You want to know what the first thing I saw of Connor was, right? So this is the first thing that I saw of Mr. Connor Ball. Right, what I'll do, I'll take a picture of my phone and I'll tweet it. I saw this picture of Connor. I need to tweet it. Saw this picture of Connor in about, I don't even know when it was. A few months later, maybe 4 or 5 months later. And I thought he was really short. I saw him in this picture, and I was petrified that because like me and Tristan are quite tall, and we wanted someone that was sort of in between the height of Brad and me, because we didn't want someone that was like really, really tall, because it would look kind of strange, I think, because Brad, we wanted someone that kind of all fitted the image, I guess. And I saw that picture and I thought that Connor was really, really short, and we were like, we were kind of hoping that he'd be sort of like Brad's height. Turns out he was, and we met him, and I thought that picture, he looked really cool. We wanted someone that's a little bit edgy, a little bit like Dougie from McFly, I guess. And so I just saw that picture. I didn't know that he could play at all. And I was amazed that he did play. And we needed a bassist, but he played guitar and he sung really, really well. And I saw this cover of Taylor Swift's We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, and obviously I'm a Swiftie, so yeah, that kind of helped. Connor, you getting in the band, I'll be honest, but no, I'm joking. We all loved Connor as soon as we saw this. This is the first video we saw of Connor playing. Incredible. I thought it was really, really good. And there we go. And we were like, okay, well, we know that he can play guitar, we know that he can sing, but can he play bass? And we spoke to him. He was a really nice guy. We met him. He was amazing. We spoke to him, and he'd never played bass guitar before. And we were like, oh no, like maybe he's not interested in playing bass. But he was like, no, guys, it's cool. Like I'll learn. Like he liked us. We put a couple of videos on YouTube, and he really liked us. So we're very lucky with Connor that he's just like, he fits so easily, and he was so generous, and so he did what I wish I'd done when I was younger. He put himself out there and he said, I'll learn bass. And I'm so glad you did, Connor. Thank you. Because Connor is one of the best musicians I've ever met in my entire life. And I said that about Tristan, and that's true too. So I'm very lucky to say that I know two. I'm in a band with 2 of the greatest musicians I know. And I think that's sometimes overlooked. Some people look at us and think that we can't play instruments, or we don't play instruments, or we're a vocal group. And the truth is, like, Tristan is hands down the best drummer I've ever met in my life. And that sounds weird saying something that extreme, but that's the truth. Like, he's incredible. And I'm very proud and lucky to share a stage with him. And Connor's the same. Connor is an incredible guitarist, but he's learned bass. He's learned bass in the past year and a half, 2 years, from nothing, no bass playing. And if you saw Connor behind the scenes playing bass, he can do things that are just amazing. He's a sick bassist. So we're very lucky to have Connor. That's how Connor got involved in the band. So that's the story up to this. That's how I found these guys that are now, I guess, my brothers, my on-stage and off-stage brothers. So that's how we found each other in the Vamps. And that's the story of the Vamps. I know you've heard it a million times, but that's the truth, regardless of what you hear elsewhere.
Go on, Pete.
Yeah, but we did this first.
Yeah, go on.
Connor, will you be our bassist?
Will you? That's the question.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're asking you.
Please be our bassist.
I'd love to be your bassist.
Oh, it's like a proposal.
Yeah.
Was that like a real thing?
Yeah.
No way!
No way.
Yeah. That's probably the longest I've ever spoken in my entire life.